Welcome back. So today was just a bad day all around. There's no other way to put it. US stock market turned red, crypto turned red, Bitcoin turned red, everything's turning red except gold and silver. So right now this debasement trade is going far, I guess. A lot of people are turning to gold and silver, but right now it seems like it's more than that. Now it's like FOMO. And you never really see this with gold and silver. In the past, we see slow, steady rises, but today, I think we saw like a 3% gain for gold, which is like unheard of in a single day, and like 2% for silver. There's a ton of FOMO into gold and silver right now. That's, I think, what's going on. You know, Trump had a press conference. I kind of listened to parts of it, and people told me, I mean, there was nothing significant about trade war, anything that is worthy to report. You know, this whole thing, Trump is supposed to talk to Putin today over the war. Didn't hear anything about that. China is claiming Trump and US is making this big deal about this rare earth thing, but they're willing to come to the table and talk. So that's good, but overall there's still a lot of back and forth, you know, negotiating, you know, this and that and this, and US market doesn't like it. And US market doesn't like the fact that the dollar is weakening, so there are so many people tuning into commodities. Unfortunately, they're not tuning into Bitcoin and crypto right now. And this relates to what I said yesterday, but there's so much FOMO around gold right now. Today it hit like a new high, forgot 4,300 or something like that. Became the first asset to hit like 30 trillion. And there are like videos of people lining up, okay, outside of jewelry stores in Australia and others looking to buy gold or sell gold, whatever. Like, we just haven't seen this with gold maybe in decades, right? And Peter Schiff is pretty happy right now. It is what it is, right? I have a feeling that all this is going to lead to some top, actually. Just like with everything else, when there's like true FOMO in something, you go hit a peak and then the bubbles go burst, right? And with gold, we're not seeing the same kind of climb. It's not like we're seeing gold go up like 10% a day or 15% a day. I mean, even like 2-3% is wild for a commodity like this and for an asset class this large, right? So where will we see gold? There's reports that we may see it at 6,000 by the end of the year or something like that. But I think that's what's sucking up all the liquidity right now, right? It's just people FOMOing. But again, when the bubble bursts, and they always do with everything that has a lot of FOMO, right? The money will come out and flow into other things. And right now, why Bitcoin isn't seen as a digital gold, I think it has a lot to do with my video yesterday, which I forgot to put out, but I talked about this morning. I feel like there's a whole lot of suppression right now. Super manipulated suppression with Bitcoin and crypto. That's why right now we're seeing Bitcoin right around 107, 108, and we didn't gain anything, right? With all this, with all the money flowing out from stocks and stuff and going to gold and silver, why are they not going to gold, Bitcoin? I think it's just, again, all this manipulation, suppression, and it's building up to something. Right? This morning I made a big deal comparing what we're going through right now with 2024 and 2023. Both times, mid to late October, we were still in a downtrend, and then boom, we went up. Okay? And went up in a big way in November, December, January. And I have a feeling all this is done on purpose to drive as many people out as possible, to get people depressed, get people to say, I'm done, I'm over, I'm gonna go FOMO into gold, right? And then guess what's going to happen? The carpet's going to get pulled right under those guys. The bubbles go burst with gold and flock into Bitcoin and crypto. And then we have that parabolic rise up. I think that may be what's going on right now. There's this effort to make people feel bad and depressed over Bitcoin and crypto, and we really can't, we shouldn't be. I know some of you guys may be frustrated, but we really shouldn't be, because again, Bitcoin is in 6 figures, a point that just a few years ago no one thought we would hit. And even though alts are down, alts will get their turn. Alts always do with altcoin season. Now, if we're in December or January and we're still at the same levels and there's no movement, maybe there's a point, right? Maybe all the manipulation scared so many people out that we're not going to have the usual cycle. And maybe we did have a top, but no, it's way too early to make that call right now. Every single metric, indicator, signal that we have measuring Bitcoin's top is all pointing that there's a lot more room to grow. We're nowhere near top. And if that's the case, we got a lot more room to grow with Bitcoin, then there's a lot more room to grow with the alts as well. But you got to be selective. Not everything's going to do well, right? Not everything's going to do well. Only some will do well. There's just too many now. There's millions and millions and millions of coins out there. Millions and millions and millions. So there's only so much money to go around, so you got to be selective and choose the right ones, right? But again, right now, this is what we're seeing. We're seeing this FOMO into gold and silver. I don't know when it's going to end, but I do know that with Bitcoin crypto right now, there's some kind of effort, okay, with the market makers or the exchanges or the whales, institutions, whatever. There's some kind of effort to keep things down, to get people out. And it's only going to work for so long. Yeah, that's it. That's really it. It's mind-boggling what's going on, right, with gold and silver right now. And once Bitcoin catches up, because there's a lot of charts that show Bitcoin following gold's footsteps, and same thing to M2 money supply, Bitcoin is so off from both and has never been this off before from both. From either, it definitely shows that there's some kind of effort to hold us down right now, okay? But stay calm, stay cool, okay? Panic selling never leads to anything good. So stay strong and then continue to hold on DCA. And that's the winning strategy. It has always been a winning strategy, and it will continue to be the winning strategy. That's it. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see if we have a turnaround tomorrow, hopefully, because this whole week has been iffy and sideways and down. Let's see if we can finally reverse tomorrow, have a good rally. You know, I'll see some of you guys on my other channel, I Am George channel, for more Clash play and more Clash updates. If not, then I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.